Hello there, life path number one. This is Healing Hands. How are you? I hope you're doing okay because I am doing wonderful. Um, Guys, you are the innovator. I'm sure you know that already. You're all about that boss mentality. You guys are very creative. You're very original. You guys are loaded with, creative ideas. If you want somebody to come up with a concept to create something from scratch, go to a life path number one. Engage them and you will get what you need because you guys are gifted naturally with the ability to come up with something new, entrepreneurial ability. You guys can create anything creatable. All right. So without, going too deep into describing who you are, because I'm sure you all have access to Google, you all can go Google and get more information about, your life path number and all the beauty that you possess inside of you, life path number one. So let's get into your energy. First, so let me tell you guys, I picked up some kind of feminine energy, the yin yang symbol, and us having the masculine and feminine energy within us and needing to balance both. But I did get something that came across about somebody needing to balance the feminine energy, all right, which is the yin energy, all right. We'll get more into it as we go along, but let's quickly get into your energy. We picked up this one which says force of attraction. Okay. And what this is talking about is that it takes more energy to sustain a state of imbalance. So I wasn't surprised when, this card came out and I'm like, okay, we're talking about somebody balancing, their yin yang energy. It may be like the masculine part of you, the masculine energy, which is the active energy is balanced. But what about the passive side of you? What about the dark side of you? Because the yang energy, which is the masculine energy, is all about light, it's all about being hard, it's all about the sunshine, about daytime. Meanwhile, the feminine energy is all about the nighttime, about the moon, about being cold, those things that we repress, those things that we like, that are subliminal or subconscious, that we buried deep down. All right. Those negative qualities that we need to heal within ourselves. All right. And this is talking about you understanding that balance is a state of integration, continuous integration. All right. Where all parts of self are aligned and at one with the universe within us. Okay. And it's just simply asking you to move to your next level of growth by emptying yourself often in meditation, in prayers, in doing some kind of daily ritual or routine, weekly routine, whatever that can align or balance out those yin yang energy of yours. Okay. And something that can help you achieve that state of ultimate balance within you. And it's just telling you that there are universal forces that pull us towards integrating and awakening. No matter how much we resist, when we resist this natural flow, we sometimes create accidents or seemingly negative circumstances to force us to move in the direction we need to go for our highest good. But you have to understand that when you relax and you trust in the flow of the universe, and you are intuitively pulled towards the choices or circumstances that will foster this evolution, this alignment that to happen within you. Okay. It could mean that you have a good ability to follow this flow and to continue to trust God or trust the universe or the power of, realignment or rebalancing to happen. Or it may mean that you are resisting this flow. And if you're resisting this flow, it just means you're creating more of the resistance. You're creating undesirable or painful circumstances that keep unfolding in your life. All right. So in case some of you are in a place where there are things happening and you don't really understand, it's like you keep putting in all this effort and you're not seeing result, and it looks like there's a push and pull between you and somebody or something that you're doing. It just means there is a part of you that needs to let go. All right. That needs to relax and allow the flow to happen. It's more difficult, all right, to resist than to allow. All right. We put in a lot more energy when we are resisting than we would if we just relax and allow things to come to us naturally, allow things to flow in our life. Okay, so the chaos of the outer circumstance is just a reflection of that inner chaos, things happening inside of us, that deep buried subconscious feminine part of us. Don't be distracted by the outer chaos. If it manifests in your life, go within and reconnect with this flow. Okay, reconnect with that natural flow, the natural force of attraction that will always nudge you towards awakening. That's what you need to tap into, that energy, all right, for yourself this month, in order for you to be able to balance whatever this is out in your life or in your environment, your energy. Now, the next card, interestingly, and you all will understand how this whole thing ties together, and they're all separate decks, okay? So there's this allusion to guilt, all right? And guilt can make us do a lot of things. It can hinder us. It can cause some kind of, negativity in our energy. But if you are familiar with the story of the Pleiades, it was said that, they had good intention for humanity when they were here on this earth plane. It was well-intentioned action, but it ended up causing a whole planet to be destroyed. And since that destruction, the Pleiadians, they lived in a spirit or a sense of guilt and grief, because listen, you all had good intentions, but it went all right. It just went the other way, went left, and it just destroyed a whole planet. So they dealt with a lot of guilt and shame and led their life in grief. And what this card is just telling you is to look deeply at the things in your life that you feel guilty about. All right. And understanding that the wisdom that you now have can create compassion in your heart. And Spirit is saying, let that compassion flood that wounded part of you. Let the love from the universe fill the part of you where that guilt still lives, so that you can let it go. Understand that all is forgiven by the universe. And now you too must forgive yourself. Okay? But you have to understand that most human beings, even deep inside us, we have a sense of guilt that normally will stop us from living fully and accepting love and joy in our reality, because we're thinking we're not good enough, we don't deserve love, we don't deserve abundance, we don't deserve the joy, or feeling, selfish because we accepted it because of those deep wounds, all right? But these deep wounds can only be seen through deep self-examination. You have to really go deep and understand where this whole thing began or started from or stems from for you. For the Pleiadians, it was because they destroyed the whole planet. For you, where does it stem from? What, caused or started this feeling of guilt or shame that you may have? Or that has translated into you feeling inadequate or feeling like you don't deserve love. And some of you be like, what is she talking about? I know I deserve love. These things are buried. They are not on the surface. So you might not know until you start digging deep, or until you start connecting with your inner self and asking the Holy Spirit to reveal it to you. You will understand, that during some point in your journey on this earth plane, in this reincarnation, there are things that would have happened in your life that would have triggered you and made you retreat back into your shell. Maybe in, situation that you've dealt with other people where you felt, maybe some kind of guilt. Maybe you caused something on somebody, or you were unable to help somebody out, or you feel like you could have given more to a situation, but you didn't. And that, situation went another way other than where you wanted it to go. So whatever this blockage is for you can be stemming from that aspect. And Spirit is just asking you to review them. It's only through those deep self-review and self-examination that you can begin to find out what they are, acknowledge them, and truly heal them. Spirit is saying, look deep within, for any feelings of guilt or unworthiness that might keep you from fully embracing love, abundance, and joy in your life. Because once you can identify it, all right, once you can identify it and begin to love that part of you unconditionally, it is until then that you will, actually become whole, become healed, and be able to not only attract but sustain love, sustain abundance in your energy, sustain joy and pleasure in your life. Okay? Begin to love that part of yourself until it no longer needs to, use guilt as a way to stop you from embracing that magnificence of your wonderful being. Okay? Awesome energy, life path number 1. Now, this other energy, you see how this whole thing ties together, and it talks about Eros. Eros is a god, all right, during the Greek mythology. So maybe you want to go on Google and read a little bit about Eros, and he's the god of desire, love, and beauty. So there's a part of you that is desiring love, that is desiring, beauty, desiring happiness, joy, abundance, and maybe you're not getting it. Maybe it's coming, but, it's not really coming fully. And you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? What have I done wrong? What am I not doing right? I'm trying to usher big changes in my life, and they're not coming together because it's a number 28, which is equal to a 10, 2 plus 8, right? And 10 is usually a number of a new cycle, a cycle ending, and a transformation having occurred within a particular situation. All right. If you know the story of Eros, you will know that, there are two parts, two stories, about his birth. One of them talked about him, bursting forth from chaos. All right. That he was created out of chaos. Of course, there's a second story, but I'm sticking to this one story right now because Eros, he holds that seed of desire and creation within him. And he's the personification of beauty. The word erotic derives from his name. He represents almost ethereal and ecstatic state of desire that is evoked within us when we feel a reconnection to nature and the divinity within us. A reconnection with life and death, to eternity, change, rather than the fixed and mundane. All right. And it just tells you when we pick up this card that this is a magical time when you may be touched by desire evoked by the beauty of life, and you're wanting to create a seed, or you're wanting to plant a seed, or you're wanting to birth something new. All right. And the willingness for you to do this, to achieve this, you desire to connect with something greater. And through this need, something will be born. It may be a new project or a new artistic vision, sound, words, or ideas. And it can also mean that a current relationship may evolve, or it could be telling you that a new relationship may be born, or a relationship may finally be transformed. A relationship that you had with somebody else that has emanated from a place of guilt, a place of, fear, and a place of those low vibes that we've buried, that we've showed up to these relationships because of those subliminal things, those things that have been buried that we did not even know existed, because we're just operating out of our ego and not realizing what we're doing to jeopardize our relationship with people in our environment. All right, it's just telling you new life is blossoming from within you, and is asking you to embrace it, because this is a beautiful and exciting time in your life. Life path number 1. So the numerology part of this, I told you already what the 28 equal 10 means. 4 plus 1 is 5, is a time of change. 5 is all about, it can be about loss, it can be about rebuilding, it can be about conflict, but it's a number of change that is happening in your energy. Okay. And then this is 1 plus 6 is a 7. 7 is a spiritual number. It's about wisdom, getting that wisdom to understand, uncover where this thing is hidden. It's about faith and, reflection. It's about understanding. It's a number of analysis. It's a number of movement. Okay. After something has crumbled or broken down. Now, let's pull situations around, your other life situations to see what's going on in your energy with regards to love or anything else that the Holy Spirit would like to communicate with you at this time. Life path number 1. Holy Spirit, archangels, what is going on for life path number 1 that they need to know? Okay. There's something about something being on the table, an offer, a proposal, a commitment. Is it you or somebody you're dealing with? It looks like somebody, and it ties back with this whole reading about Eros being about desire, wanting the family, wanting to create, wanting something to come together, wanting to birth some new relationship. But it looks like there is something that is on the table here, an offer, a proposal, a commitment. Okay, but I think we'll probably find out more about this. Then there's something that says verge, about to reveal or confess. So something is about to birth, something is about to come to light for some of you. Okay, so that's probably a very poignant energy that will be in your environment. But there's something here that says something about arousal. You provoke sexual arousal like a phantom, dancing with them in a vibrational dance to enchant, tease, entice, and play with their most deepest hidden desires. We're picking up energy of desire again. All right. But there's something about somebody who's in your energy, or you being the person who is, flirting or enchanting somebody or arousing somebody's interest, arousing somebody sexually, arousing somebody, erotically, since we picked up Eros here. All right. Something igniting some kind of emotion within somebody. All right. Let's see if we can get anything with regards to maybe your finance or any other area of your life. And there's something about designer. I'm not going to take it because I don't like the way it came out. There's something about you being the boss and up-leveling, taking the next step. There's something here about unexpected. There's a message here about mistakes. Past mistakes left you financially insecure, unsure of what to do. It could also be past relationships. Okay, so there's something here about somebody who's feeling unfulfilled. And you could have an emotional attachment to something, a job, a person, or whatever. But I want to shuffle again so we can get the best message. All right, there you go. Okay. There's something that says take action. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Okay? Do not procrastinate or wait to take the next step to get ahead. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let opportunity pass you by. So it's a yes to your burning question. All right. Life path number 1, whatever that may be for you. And this is the laborer. I think this came out for life path number 6 or something. I'm not sure. It's come out for, I think it came out for, I'm not sure. Okay, so let's move on. There's something here talking about a new job. So it doesn't have to be a job. It could be a new relationship, like we said, something new, new creative venture, something that, is like some kind of work situation that, is coming into your energy. And it talks about somebody being able to birth something new, and your dependable and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. And Spirit is asking you to keep at it, keep working on whatever this is, because it will materialize. And of course, the answer to your question is yes. Keep going in that direction. If some of you are, looking for something tangible when it comes to relationship, it looks like Spirit is like, okay, go ahead, go for it. Here is saying hesitation. So it looks like you are hesitating, or the person you're dealing with. It says the hesitation is causing inaction due to fear of rejection because of previous behavior, or it may be that the person does not truly or fully trust the connection. So all this is stemming from, that low vibration that we have within us. Like I said earlier on, about past wounds, about things that we've dealt with in the past that we need to resolve, that needs to be done with, that needs to be acknowledged so it can be released. Okay. So it's only when you acknowledge that you can release it. And that yin feminine energy, it can allude to an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be you or the person, or it could allude to a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which could be you or the other person. And I always say we do have a little bit of this zodiac signs in our astrology chart. All right, the astro chart, it's there. So it depends on where it is placed. Which planet is it in? All right, which planet is in any of this sign and in what house? That's how you truly understand. But it talks about practicality. It talks about us being cautious, or maybe overly cautious sometimes. It talks about us detaching from our emotion and focusing mainly on material, world, or materialism. Or you can talk about we need to connect more to our emotion. we need to be, in a place of empathy, or work on developing that empathetic side of us, or looking at the sensitive part of us. Okay, but how do we do this? We can only do this when we connect with Spirit. Okay, all right, Holy Spirit, is there any other message for life path number 1? Okay, I do take my time to do all your readings. There's something about abundance. Wow. It's time to celebrate the arrival of abundance in your life. Woohoo! Good news has arrived. This could be financial blessings. Remember your 10% tithe. Pay it to my ministry. Remember, you heard it here. I'm doing all these prayers for you guys, pulling all these energies. You all should remember the 10%. Okay, this could be financial blessings, spiritual wealth, higher learning, or mastery with the projects you've been working hard to complete. And Spirit is saying you're about to receive the rewards of your efforts. The fruits of your labor have ripened for harvest. Hooray! Twice it's reiterating that. Okay, it says your dependability and loyal nature will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. There's a reward that you're getting here, and we got a lot of energy around, your abundance as well, and you being able to do things that can unlock that. Google how to balance the yin energy, the feminine energy within you. There are things you can do to ground yourself, to open up your heart chakra, or make you a little bit more towards the light, so that you're balancing that masculine and feminine part of you, the yin yang energy within you. Okay, all right, that was awesome energy. I love that for you guys. Isn't that crazy? Wow. Life path number 1. Looks like you guys have money coming. All right, let me see if there's any love triangle going on at the moment. If there's any message with regards to any type of love triangle that you may have. If you're not in a love triangle, this may not resonate for you. But if you found yourself in some kind of complicated situation when it comes to love, then I guess we're going to pick up that energy. All right. There's something here saying longing. So you may be longing for somebody, longing to be together with somebody. You're missing somebody, or somebody is missing you. There's familiarity around whoever this person is. There's nostalgia. There's suffering in silence. So it may be, because I see these two people have their back turned to each other. All right. Two people with their back turned to one another, but there is a silent desire. All right, this wanted to come out. There's something here about the heart leading and following your heart, choosing to be happy, no longer hiding feelings. All right, so there's a situation where you're needing to open up your emotion and taking action is what I've heard throughout this reading. Taking action. All right, action is needed in some area of your life, whether it's in the area of your creativity or a relationship or a situationship. I don't know what it is for all of you, but there's something also here about children. It says children is affecting your love life, or you want to build a family, or you want pregnancy, or there's possible pregnancy. Okay, something around children. Some of you are wanting kids, some of you are wanting wow. Okay. So I guess the answer is yes. Maybe that's why there is some kind of did I even read this? There's some kind of message here about offer on the table, commitments, proposal. Is it proposal for a child, having a child? Some of you are pregnant or maybe pregnant, possibility of pregnant coming into your energy. So you do have that in your energy. If you know how to unlock this thing, all right, do the things that I said and you will be able to attract whoever this child is into your energy, all right? There's something here about clairvoyance. It says it's time for you to pay attention to your visions and psychic insights. Your receptivity is becoming stronger. Write down what you're sensing. Invest more time into meditation and lucid dreaming. Your visions are real. You're seeing and sensing things beyond the 5 physical senses. Interpretation is key. All right. Thank you so much, life path number 1. Let's get your angel prayer and see which archangel is here, during your reading, or which archangel they want you to pray to this month, and what that prayer is all about. Archangel, Holy Spirit, I cannot speak today. I don't know what's going on. It's not Mercury retrograde. I just don't know. Maybe I've done too many readings in the last couple days. I'm worn out. My energy is sort of drained, but I have to keep going because I know I have all this, messages that I need to get out to you guys every month. I can't afford to be tired. After doing this, I'll go crash because as soon as I'm done, I'm depleted 100%. I can't even get out of bed. So I'm gonna go take some rest for maybe a day and then start recording again and getting into the other energy. I don't need multiple cards, Holy Spirit. We just want one. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So here's your prayer. It says, express your creativity. It says, thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. All right, life path number 1. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you so much for your love and support. Remember, click like, support, subscribe to the channel, share this video with whoever. All right. I do appreciate you guys and your exchange of love. Check the description box below the video for additional information about booking a reading, whatever you need to do. It's there in the information box. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, life path number 1. This is Healing Hands. Bye.